Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are jumping into the newly added stage to that new event that has a ridiculously long name, with the Pride of the Wicked Bloodline and all that. Stage 3, the Cooler Returns. So I haven't heard a huge amount about this, I haven't really looked into it. I did see someone posting about this thing with all the passives. So I'm assuming that part of this, or maybe even all of it, is just going to be fighting against lots of metal coolers, by the looks of things. Now, we did not get a very good starting rotation, so I guess we are just going to have to see how it goes. I brought a full team on their lead. I only brought that Vegeta because he's mentioned as one of the specialized characters. He just got his easy A. He does raise defense on Super, so I mean, he's not the worst. And then obviously the rest of the team is pretty stacked as well. So obviously in the first couple of turns, the Goku and Vegeta get damage reduction, extra damage reduction. So the fact that we have to put them in slot 1, it's not the end of the world. This does like 142k from a Super though. The friend one that I managed to find does have 2 dupes. So when this stage or this new event first came out with the first 2 stages, it very much seemed like they were just like a playground for you to show off the new units, because the Cooler and the Goku absolutely destroyed those stages. So I'm assuming that it's going to be the same thing with this, right? I mean, we are one-shotting each of these metal coolers with a super attack. The only thing is, I don't know how many phases there are. I don't know what the deal of this event is, really. I like to jump into these new events like completely blind and just see how they work. So we take out the first rotation, and then, yeah, we got a bunch more metal coolers. So I guess we will work it from here. So we are getting hit at the start, so we want to put... Of course, we got both the units that I want as my slot 1 units on the set. Oh my god, how many times? Both the units I want as my slot 1 unit are on the starting rotation, so that's always nice. I have to go ahead and get them separated here, and then grab those for you so you can get your rainbow orbs. So we should have another solid turn. Of course, the first attack is a super. At least it's from an AGL unit. So 75k, wow. And now we're getting our stacks, though, and Goku's going to be able to start going off. He doesn't link super well with the STR Piccolo, though, obviously. I think, do they only share Fierce Battle? They might have experienced fighters as well, actually. I need to double check, but obviously we're not expecting Tech Super Saiyan Goku to go ham in slot 1 when he's only linked up with the STR Piccolo. But seems like we are still getting hit reasonably hard by the super attacks, so I'd be a bit concerned about some of the units on the team actually getting hit by supers by some of these guys. Although it does seem like we are still one-shotting them all with the super attacks. So this is kind of interesting. It'd be cool if this had, like, I don't know how many phases it had, but we've been asking for something in Dokkan for a long time, which I think would be really cool, is to have like a sandbox mode where it's like, basically like this, but like we just keep getting attacked by these like metal coolers until like they could get harder and harder and harder until you just cannot win, right? Even the best tank in the game just gets one shot in slot 1 by them, and then you die, and then the event is over. But then based on how many stages you actually manage to get through, you then get rewards like based off of that. I think that would be super cool. Obviously, I think a lot of people, newer players and free-to-play players, would obviously complain if the rewards for the very high tiers were like super good, because obviously you'd have to have a very powerful account to be able to get to those kind of stages. But I think something like that would be super fun, so we'll see if maybe they're going to go ahead and do that at some point. Now we can get the revival here. I think it's, yeah, every unit on the rotation, any unit on the rotation I should say, can die to get the revival. So I think what we want to do here, I actually want Goku and Vegeta to get hit a couple of times so that they can start building up their passive, because well, not their passive, their costume change. They need to be hit a certain number of times. So even if it means we die, we're just going to revive anyway, and then at least they're going to take some of these hits. So yeah, normal attack is fine. The super is unfortunate though, unless he's the STR one. And then another one. Alright, well, these all count as hits towards building up our passive. But yeah, that I'm guessing that was probably the tech one. But now Goku's going to revive, so we're all good.
Sorry, everyone. It's all because of me.
It's all because of you, Goku. Grrr. Alright, you resurrect that bird and become the Super Saiyan. even though you're already a Super Saiyan. Alright. I think they did a great job with that Goku, considering the fact that the Super Saiyan Goku barely does anything in the Cooler movie. So the fact that they managed to get still a very decent amount of like animations and everything out of him, I think is very cool. So okay, do I need to heal? I mean, it would be cool to no item this, but I don't know how much more difficult like it's going to get. Because again, like the friend one in the final slot, they could like double super or triple super, and then they're not going to take that much damage. God Goku shouldn't be taking any damage because all the metal coolers count as movie bosses, so he's fine in slot 1. I mean, as long as we're still one-shotting them, then I guess we'll be all good. It just depends on the additionals. The more and more I use the AGL Goku and Vegeta, the more I feel like you really like they have to be getting additionals every turn. For their defense to really be good enough. And obviously we want them doing additionals anyway, right? Because we want them pushing out more damage. But especially with mine at 55%, I've noticed that if you only get the one super off for the turn, they can really start taking some damage, especially from like the harder bosses and stuff. So them not eating a super here is obviously ideal. And then the gods, did we get 24 key? I think we did, right? So they're going to get their guaranteed additional. So I think that means we finish off these ones. So at least our Super Saiyan Goku now has guaranteed guard. And I feel like this team, I actually really like the way this team is built, because it's basically like the gods team. But with the Goku and Vegeta lead, there's a couple of other units you can run. Like the Int Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta who fuse into Vegito. They're not on the gods leader skill, but they are on these guys' leader skill. And I think they work quite well. Oh my god. All these passives. Okay. Right, shall we active skill and take someone out here? I think we could do that, right? Let's go for this physical one so we can protect our boy Vegeta. Do we get any extra links from you? We do not. Let's make sure we're actually going to see the active skill. So let's go ahead and do that. Enough is enough. You scum. I do. To be fair, I need Vegeta and Goku to actually start taking some hits so that they can actually build up to that costume change. So I think maybe I'll put them in slot 1 and I'll have them take out the tech one. Because then it doesn't matter if he supers, right? They should be fine. And we can't get any same type orbs here, so I guess we'll just do this. So we should be all good here. Depending on how well these guys do in slot 1. 5.6. I think this is my one, right? So mine are 55%. We still have the 30% chance to crit, which we do. And then we get an additional normal. How much is this going to do? At least we took out the type disadvantage one. But oh. 300k. Well, it's a good thing everybody else on the rotation can tank reasonably well. I mean, fortunately, we're going to kill off the AGL one, right? So he's the only one that was attacking at the end. So Vegeta doesn't have to take any hits. And Goku will just tank these for double digits. But oof, oof, that was a lot of damage. Man, this event is interesting to say the least. All right, so we get the heal off of you. I guess actually there's no point using an item here because we are about to finish off this phase. So we can actually just grab these same type orbs, top up our HP a little bit, and then the friend Goku and Vegeta get another super attack off. I think we still need to get hit with them a few more times to get their costume change, because I feel like they've super attacked enough times at this point. I do love that KO screen though. That KO screen is a mood for this event, considering we're just fighting wave after wave of metal coolers and then they collapse to the ground completely exhausted. But here we are. Still no costume change. I think I might use an item. I feel like we could no item this with the right team build, but since I'm jumping into this blind, I think I'm going to use an item here. Because I want to optimize the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta by not killing off all the ones that are attacking them. We'll kill the tech one, because obviously he is attacking them. Let's see, the STR one isn't, right? Yeah, because I want them to get hit a bit, right? So we can build up the costume change thing. So let's go ahead and do that. and then do this. I mean, the gods are getting stacked up pretty nicely. Again, I still have no idea how many of these there are going to be. We're on turn 8. Some of them have taken 2 turns, though, so it's not like we're 8 like sets of metal coolers in. But I have no idea how many of these we're going to be fighting. But here we are, just plugging away, destroying metal coolers left and right, which, again, the theme of it, I think, is kind of cool, right? We're just fighting all of these metal coolers. It's not too difficult to kill each one of them, but each of them can actually do a pretty reasonable amount of damage. So I think that is pretty cool. How much does this do with the Princess Snake? Still 146, goddamn. Alright, they do be hitting. Those guys, they must have their costume change ready for the next turn, right? How many times have they been hit now? I should have been paying attention, but... Do we finish off here? I guess it depends whether the gods get their hidden potential additional. Mine are built for full additional, so... They did not. Okay. Alright, well, still no costume change. So let's just super attack with them. We're going to get the Dokkan attack on the next turn if I grab enough same type orbs here. I think if we get all same type orbs on the next turn, we're getting the Dokkan attack. So, and I think, actually, yeah, next rotation is the one with Tech Super Saiyan Goku. So if this isn't the final set of metal coolers, then we should be getting a nice big Dokkan attack to finish all of them off. And then we get the costume change. It's unfortunate that we won't get to see them attack unless there's no attacks in slot 1, because otherwise I don't think I'm going to risk it. But I do love this animation. That's so good. Just powering back up to Super Saiyan. Here comes the army of metal coolers. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to risk putting them in slot 1. They get 30% damage reduction now instead of 20, but that still feels like that would be a very bad idea. Oh my god, there are so many of these passive things coming up. Right, so let's get these for you. Now that they've costume changed, they do get 2 extra ki per key sphere. And if we get 24 ki with them, they get guaranteed crit. So they can take out the tech one for sure. And then, although we get the Dokkan attack. Okay, yeah, good. We're all good. Okay, so of course he's going to start off by supering again. 42k, yeah. The Super Saiyan Goku's getting pretty built up now, since he's been consistently 18 key supering like every single turn. So I think this Dokkan attack should wipe out everyone. I mean, so far, I think we still haven't failed to one-shot one of the metal coolers, right, with a super attack. So the Dokkan attack should kill everyone. Which is unfortunate, because it means we don't get to see the now costume-changed Goku and Vegeta attack. But he's going to demolish all of these metal coolers with a Super Kamehameha. Wow, that is... that's a pretty decent amount of damage. 15 million crit, but we're still going. There's still metal coolers. Right, this is crazy. I feel like we're not going to even get a chance to actually get the other Goku and Vegeta to costume change, because we just keep not taking damage, or sorry, not getting hit. So I might do this, because that with their damage reduction on top, hopefully that means we're going to be good. We're getting attacked by the tech one though, and I really don't want him to super attack me. But I'm going to do this solely for the fact that we still have not gotten to their costume change yet, which is unfortunate. Should I transform you? Yeah, let's transform with you, just because you get such significant increase to your defense once you've super attacked. Even though we can't get a lot of ki, but we did get a rainbow orb as well, which means they've got a decent dodge chance. Of course, we get supered straight away. How much does this do? 169. And the tech one didn't super, so that's good. Alright, so hopefully that should be enough hits for them now. Because at least the other unit, you can use their active skill the turn after you've gotten the costume change. So even though we didn't get to attack with the other one on the previous turn, we are now going to get to use their active skill on the next turn. And they only take 7,000 damage from a super after they've super attacked, so that's not too bad. Alright, God Goku. God Goku's going to tank this perfectly fine. Double digits, okay. And then the gods. How many of them are actually left? I think we didn't get any additionals, did we? The Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, their additional normal that wasn't a crit. Wasn't enough. Oh, and type neutral, the gods actually didn't finish them off with a 12 key super. So they are getting a little bit tougher. Okay, that's interesting. You have to have one enemy to use their active skill as well, actually. So it looks like we're probably not getting that anytime soon either. But alright, so we'll do this. We'll do this. There's just too many of them. Just like in the thing. There's just too many of them. It's very appropriate. Is this going to be the last one? Like, how long is this going to be? How many metal coolers am I going to fight? I feel like the title of this video is going to end up being like local man goes insane fighting army of metal coolers. Because we should finish off this turn, right? Like, although it depends actually, because if these guys don't additional, I don't think Tech Vegeta kills one of them by himself. Not too sure. Nice crit though. At least once they've costume changed, their chance to additional becoming the super is like 70% instead of 50. So you're going to see that hopefully a lot more regularly once they've actually costume changed. You'll never defeat me. They just keep coming. Goku is just a full mood. Like, can you still fight? It's like, yep, we still going. What are we at? The video timer's at like nearly 17 minutes at this point, and we are still going with no end in sight to this army of metal coolers. It'd be interesting to build a team that could do this with no items, because you'd have to have obviously a very, very strong team defensively, but you'd also have to try and incorporate like a decent amount of healing. And of course, this event restricts like the characters that you can bring, so even that in and of itself becomes like more difficult. So yeah, that is interesting. Alright, so we'll do this. We're finally costume changed with both of our Goku and Vegetas, so we're going to be looking good with them, hopefully. Yeah, we can get the full 24 key super, which means a guaranteed crit. Did they get defense lowered? Their defense seems very low, considering we have support from Piccolo on the rotation. Am I going to eat repeated super attacks again? I certainly hope not. Maybe God Goku can take some supers, but... I mean, God Goku and Piccolo can tank supers pretty well. The Goku and Vegeta, now that they are costume changed, if we're getting that double super every time, then obviously we're going to be tanking supers way, way better. They've got 30% damage reduction instead of 20. But I think the turns where they are going to look not impressive is the turns where they just don't get an additional. Now, the friend has 2 dupes, so hopefully he can come in clutch. Okay, we do get the additional super. I think now that they're getting to this sort of level of power, they are just one-shotting as well with these supers still, so we don't have to worry about that. But... oh, actually, no, he didn't one-shot him. Wow. And then we get the 3rd super. Okay, so now their defense is going to be looking really good, and they've got the 30% damage reduction. So, turns like that is basically what you want to see from them, like, every time. And then they'll look really, really impressive. But of course, the problem is, even with dupes and giving them more additional, that doesn't increase the possibility that they're going to actually do an additional super attack. It just increases the chance that they are going to do that extra attack at the end. And it really seems like in the experience I've had so far, like I said, you really want to just be getting all of these super attacks. Otherwise, they are not doing like crazy amounts of damage. So... actually, yeah, let's just get you to finish you off, because there's no way they don't take him out. And then do this, and then grab rainbows for you. We are on turn 14. How many metal coolers are there going to be? I do not know. I'm going to look it up afterwards, because I haven't been keeping count either. But a lot is the first thing that springs to mind. Okay, see, even my one now, we're getting that additional super thanks to the 70% chance after the costume change. But that is a lot of metal coolers. And type neutral, I think that was the physical one they hit with the additional, right? They killed the STR one, and then yeah, they didn't finish him off with one 12 key super. So these guys are hanging in there, that's for sure. Man. And all these passives. Oh my god. Okay, so let's try and get rid of... So let's go for you first. And then the physical one is attacking at the end. So let's get rid of him if we can. Because that helps to protect the Vegeta. And then we're already going after that one. So let's go after you. I feel like the Vegeta at the end could get caught. Especially if he gets supered. Because he's got 108. He's got almost 200k defense. He greatly raises for one turn on super. Does he get... Okay, he does get extra defense. Oh no, he gets that at the start of the turn when there's a movie hero's ally. See, our HP wasn't 80% or less, was it? So he doesn't have that extra buff either. Is he going to be okay in the last slot? I feel like we've come this far. I don't want to just die now. So we are going to throw out the extra Whis. Because again, I don't know how much longer this is even going to go on for. So I really don't need the Tech Vegeta getting killed at the end. I mean, he is supposed to be one of the listed, like, specialized units for this event. So you would assume that he's not going to take, like, crazy amounts of damage. But I guess it depends. My light is being super weird at the moment. Like, the lowest setting I can put it on, it's still super bright. Which is like this. But my face is so pale. Whereas if I turn it off, it looks like this. I don't know. I'll leave it like this. You guys let me know which one you think looks better. I feel like it just makes me look way too pale with the light on. I have like a pure white face. Alright, 3.6 for you. So we crit and take one out. And obviously we tank for double digits, but we have the Whis up. So I don't really know how that breaks down in terms of whether or not he would have been tanking that well otherwise. But imagine if we end up getting a second Dokkan attack. Like, this has been going on for so long. And I haven't been picking up same type orbs like every single time. I feel like we could have gotten a second Dokkan attack at this point. But yeah, Tech Super Saiyan Goku. I mean, mine has 2 dupes, so he's putting in work. I should check what his start of turn defense is if we actually do get another turn with him on rotation. Because he's consistently 18 key supered like every single turn. We've revived already, so we've got the permanent guard. So he's just looking good the whole time. Are we still going? Oh my god. Metal Coolers, please. Leave me alone. Did I use the Whis? No, I didn't use the Whis on the last turn, did I? So we're still... still just going through. Alright, so let's get rid of them so we don't have to worry about... our Super Saiyan boys. And then we'll grab these. And then we can get a ton of rainbow orbs for the gods. So, although they get most of their ki from same type orbs, it's so annoying. It's like you want to pick up the rainbow orbs so they get the dodge chance, but then we can't 18 key super with them. But getting the dodge chance, I mean, their defense after supering is good anyway. The dodge chance is obviously very beneficial. Although actually, I'm trying to think off the top of my head now. We have gotten dodges. Dodge isn't disabled. I'm trying to remember if I've seen anyone dodge so far in this run, but we definitely have. My god, these metal coolers. Wait, is he attacking the int one? Physical. Wow, so type neutral. Now God Goku is not one-shotting them without getting crits. That's pretty crazy. I think I retargeted, didn't I, right? So the physical one is still going to be alive. No, I didn't. Alright, well, fortunately, I'm definitely more impressed with this unit. Now I've gotten to see them in a longer event, which I guess maybe is the point, right, to show them off. Now that I've gotten to see more turns of them with the costume change, we've been pretty consistently getting the additional super attack, and then we got the hidden potential additional there as well, which, even though it was only a normal attack, still did a pretty reasonable amount of damage. But yeah, man, the whole thing is just taking so long. This is wild. We actually are potentially going to end up getting another Dokkan attack, which is kind of funny. Although we're not getting a lot of same type orbs now. Turn 18, and the timer is at 24 minutes. Is this going to be the final set of metal coolers? I actually had no idea. I was not expecting when I came into this event completely blind that it was going to be over 25 minutes of killing an army of metal coolers. I mean, I dig it. Don't get me wrong. The only thing that would definitely suck is getting this far and then getting like caught out with a super and getting killed. That would be, that would be devastating. But I think we're good here, right? This is the last guy, is it? Yeah. Are we done? We are actually done. Oh my god. 25 minutes to defeat the army of metal coolers. But we did it. Oh man, that was interesting. So, I mean, it limits the units that you can bring. But if you get lucky enough, you could probably do a no item run on this. But I don't know if this is an event I would even want to try. Because, like, if I'm going to get 20 odd minutes in to get right to the end and then get killed, that would be insane. 25.5 minutes. That is crazy. Well, there you go. So that is the, there you go. There's the good old title. Fighting Spirit of the Saiyans and Pride of the Wicked Bloodline. Stage 3, Cooler Returns. Just a crazy all-out brawl against multiple metal coolers. So pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of this stage down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.